Hi everyone, this is a video on the introduction to 3ds Max Part 1, and for this purpose of the video, I'm using the newest version of 3ds Max, which is the 3ds Max 2023. So let's begin. So first of all, this is the view or interface that you will see when you open the software. And the top bar here is what we call the menu bar, and the bottom here is what we call the toolbar. So in the menu bar, we have file to save as, export, and what's the important thing is what we call archive, and that's what we call package, for example in InDesign or in other software. This is useful when you have a lot of materials or custom environments and other stuff that is basically linked into the file, and you save it as archive. It will save this file as a zip file with all together with the linked file, and it's easier for you to share the file with members or other professional practice. The edit and the tools are basically what you can see in the toolbar. And there's create, and this is what you can see also in what we call the command panels. For example, if you want to create a box, you can also create it through the command panels, through this create and box, and that's basically the same thing. There is what we call modifier here, and hierarchy for the Gumball edit tools and other settings that you can use. And there is utilities as well for a more modifier list that you can search from a third-party website or Google Chrome and download and install it. And there's rendering. To renders, there is for environment, and what basically it does was to create a fake environment and a quick one, so it's good for rendering, so you don't have to model one by one. Material for a material assign, and that's it. And for customize, there is a unit setup that you have to do before you start a project. You can put metric, and that's what I usually do, and put the system unit setup also in measures. And under also customize, there is a customize users and system path, and that's what basically it does was for a third party install package and link to the 3D Max. You can go to third party plugins and add, and basically what you have installed you can add and use path, and that will link to the 3ds Max. So the main toolbar, redo, undo, move, rotate, Scene Explorer and Layer Explorer is the similar stuff that you can use to categorize objects in a different manner. And here there is what we call viewport. This is the view that you can use. There's cameras, there's like a normal top, bottom, front, back, left, right. This is the standard view now we have, and you can, maybe we'll use this one. You can change this to high quality. It doesn't change any of the view because it doesn't have materials or anything that I've assigned yet. There is like a edge faces that you can have the edge faces seen. Let's say if you have the segments, then you can see that with edge faces. If you don't have it, you can't see them. There's flat color, stylized, graphite kind of view that you can play around here. Color in, for example. So if you see here the grid, it's basically sort of it's not good looking for you to, for example, screenshot this view. You can, for example, this one, and you want to screenshot this, and there's a grid here, you want to turn it off, you can just press G and that will turn it off. And to turn it on again, you can press G again to turn it on. And that easy. And as what you can see there in this top bottom right corner, this is a maximize and minimize tool. So if you select one of the viewport and you want to see that view in a bigger picture, you can maximize and then minimize, or otherwise you can press this plus button and you click this or click this, or you can see there is like a shortcut that has been assigned to here, which is the Alt W. This is what we call timeline, and that what basically does is for animation, and these are the buttons to play and pause and next frame and go to start before previous frame. And for example, if you are lost and you wanna go back, can just select whatever you have, for example, and you can zoom extend selected, or if you can't select, you can go to zoom extend all selected, for example, and that will brings you to your all of your object. This is like a pan view to pan around. You can turn it off to click it again. To pan also, there's a shortcut to rotate around the viewport. You can press Alt and your scroll zoom in and out button. So Alt and hold it, and you can rotate through your objects and see the views from each angles. Or if you don't want to use that, you can use this box here and you can select it. For example, you want to go top and then you want to select front, front, and then it will come to you as a front view, but it will not be like a perfect front view without perspective, because this is originally in a perspective view, so there must be a bit of perspective in the front view, if that makes sense. And that's it for the introduction of 3ds Max interfaces. Thank you and see you in the next video.